underway. Let's go ahead and take this Hitstun 3 Grand Final. SuPeRbOoMfAn on winner's side versus KeroKeroppi coming from losers.
And a rematch here of winners finals and a rematch of our first and second place at SmashCon.
Don't let the little banner fool you. This is definitely Grand Finals. And this is Grand Finals, like you mentioned, the run back from Super SmashCon.
Yep.
So we're definitely, you know, let's be honest, we're really expecting Boom to go ahead and take this. But Kero, I feel, is definitely a really good contender. Like we said, he had such a close game too, where, you know, he was down and he was able to almost go ahead and take the entire game from Boom after a couple of really quick conversions. And Boom, he's the robot, right? He tightens
really
up,
man.
he upgrades the programming a bit, and he's able to just walk away with it.
Yeah, he's just so efficient, so proficient. He just knows this game inside and out. So let's see what these character choices, what we're going with here. I think we're right into it.
So this is interesting. I'm not sure who's playing who at this point.
Neither am I, but it looks.
Is Boom playing not Falcon? Because Boom always plays Black Falcon, right?
Yeah, and Kero
always plays Red Falcon.
This is correct. Wow.
So this is really unexpected. You know, we usually get to Grand Finals or even Winners Finals and we see that Falcon from Boom, but instead Kero, he was feeling really confident with his performance of his Falcon against Bark Sanchez, and so he's going to try it out here against Boom, but Boom is on a different caliber. He already has Kero off stage, and he already has that stock.
And there's that up air. Perfect landing with that up air to lead to a down air. And then Kero even gets some DI, but man, that was a beautiful way to take a stock after he breaks that shield. And you see Boom is not afraid to just kind of wait by the edge there.
And he just waited for Kero to get just close enough to snag him with that forward air. It's really, really good baiting that we're seeing from Boom.
Oh, man. This could get ugly really quick. Boom's Kirby is unbelievably good.
Boom basically saying, you think that this matchup is in Falcon's favor? Prove it. Prove it. Tell me what you got.
And Kero sneaks in a Falcon kick there, but you're not going to see that, you know, happen too many times.
Ooh, I really liked what he did there. He took a page out of Boom's book, going for the weak hit of that dash attack to Clash. He had that frame advantage, but he isn't able to really do much with it, and Boom takes yet another stock. Great ledge DI there, being able to survive after that F smash. Boom is right back on the offensive. Beautiful down tilt,
man,
and this game is looking all but wrapped up.
He outspaces that up smash with that nair. Oh. And Kero gets that stock. He needed that one.
Boom may have fast reactions, but not fast enough that time. Balled out a little bit with that bear. Whoa, Boom, please. If he had connected with that final cutter, that would have been it.
Man. And you see Boom, he manages to land an air or something on shield, and he backs up just out of range of that up smash. And whew, man, even if he misses with an air, he's got that down tilt. So this is where Boom shows you that at, you know, a really high level, it's tough for a Falcon to get by those weapons that Kirby has.
His option coverage overall in that last game was just really, really good. He did such a good job of covering the high option and having enough time to react and cover the low option as well. Are they gentlemening to high roll? I don't know if they can do this, but
I think that's a mistake.
Yeah, it's Dreamer almost.
And I don't know. This could be interesting. So Boom has to pick first, and Kero opts to counter with Pika. Let's see if Kero can steal this game.
Well, the Pikachu versus the Kirby. The last time that we saw that, it was Boom playing Pikachu and Kero playing Kirby, and that just looked so rough.
You know, it ended up being rough, I guess, in terms of score, but it was such a slow, it was not, you know, it wasn't like a quick domination game. Like, Kero just held his own, and Boom never made a mistake to give Kero stocks.
It was just that death by poison. You know? Like we touched on it. Boom was just so surgical. And now the roles have reversed, and I'm expecting that same level of precision from Boom.
Yeah, so let's see if Boom shows exactly how Kirby's can take out a Pikachu.
I mean, that's one great way to start. Getting that shield break after those up tilts. And ooh, into the second up B. Done, son.
My goodness.
Giancarlo in the background losing his cookies.
Losing his cookies. Speaking of cookies.
Yeah, man, I'm hungry too.
Oh, man. Kero manages to DI far away enough. Ooh, slips out. Let's see, he does a... Oh, and he tries those pivots. Look how far Boom's DI takes him. Kero tries to pivot up tilt to keep him under that because he wants to do a couple up airs into a back air. man, and Boom manages to get back.
His usage of that final cutter is so good. And not only was he able to use it to get the first kill of this game, but he also was able to use it to just clear up the ledge there and make it so that he could recover safely. Now Boom's setting up this wall of bears. He really wants to keep Kero trapped into this corner. And Kero does have the option to quick attack, but I mean, especially with someone like with the reactions of Boom, he could maybe react to some of those options.
You see that slow descent from Boom when he comes, oh wow, when he comes off the platform and Kero tries to up tilt. He just descends slowly, tricks him with his speed, and lands a nair. He's really in control of this match right now. He's not going to fall for Kero hitting him off the ledge again. Oh, man.
Kero just does not have an inch of space to work with. He tried to quick attack away, but that multi-hit from that forward air ensnared him, preventing him from escaping. Kero, a top platform, trying to really think about what he needs to do. He's basically imitating what Boom did in that first game, but Boom's not falling for it. He knows he has a lead. He knows he doesn't have to approach. All the pressure right now is on Kero.
I mean, yeah, but there's still enough time left where Kero can like take his time and try to reassess. And he's trying to at least show like, you know, Boom is not necessarily approaching either. Maybe getting his head a little bit. And that back air will trade. It's really hard to get around Kirby's back air. Ooh, oh, good plat drop there.
Now, that's really smart, too. Right when he saw that the forward air whiffed, he was able to go and use the space that he had to weave around and set up for that bear.
That's a good trade for Kero there.
Oh, great F tilt.
Yeah. Just enough time to get that out. No time for anything else.
That's really big whenever you're edge guarding both of these characters. Being able to use moves that get the job done, that are quick, and most of all are knock to middle and allow you to react to other options. Because Pikachu especially has a lot of variance with recovery, and a lot of that can be said with Kirby as well.
Yeah, that's perfectly right. Non-committal is a great term for, you know, it's a great way to describe them. You know, use a forward smash. With that, you're in a lot more trouble.
That was a really good reaction.
Oh, man. Boom, great recovery, right?
Oh, yeah, his recovery was great. The reaction from Kero was on point. He just didn't have the right punish sequence laid out. Ooh. Really tough situation here. The back throw.
He would have died from a forward throw.
That's a good point.
Oh, man.
KeroKeroppi down to just one.
Yeah, and Kero kind of hangs his head there.
This is just such a tense match. You know, you can feel just how tense this match is overall in the entirety of this room. Even though Kero is down by so much, you're looking at how close some of these hits are to really connecting, and you just can't help but feel for both these players.
Yeah, exactly. And you really think about the amount of diversity and skill level in this game. Like, I think that someone like Kero could get beaten this bad, like decisively by someone else. Just shows you how good Boom is and how good those players on his level are, you know, from Japan and Peru and Isaiah. Like, these guys are so incredible at this game. I'm thinking right now about Ping Pong the animation. Let me show you how powerless and unpolished you actually are. Man, that's a good, very good quote for this. It's just eye-opening, right?
Yeah.
I think you have a lot of skill in this game, and we see Kero probably 5 stocking players who are, you know, still somewhere in the top 100 in the world, yet somehow he can play SuPeRbOoMfAn and just get wrecked.
SuPeRbOoMfAn 1 game away from taking grand finals at Hitstun 3. Kero really desperately trying to figure out what he needs to do to hang on in this set. He just so far hasn't found an answer to this Kirby. He was starting up some kind of a battle plan against Boom's Pikachu, but this swap to Kirby has just been so tough for him to deal with.
And that roll on the ledge, you know, maybe not the right option, but not sure what he can do in that scenario.
Even there, Boom almost baited him with that early forward air, and Kero thought that he had enough time to go ahead and punish, but the nair just comes out so fast and snags any attempt at offense from Kero.
Oh, wow, and Kero managed to land that, get that throw. Oh, that was smart.
The forward airs from Kero. Maybe a chance here.
Oh, man.
That had to be some kind of mistake.
Yeah.
Do you think that was maybe like a pivot F tilt?
I think it was a pivot up tilt maybe, yeah.
It's definitely costing him right now. He went and having such a great opportunity.
Oh, he didn't get his dash that he needed to follow up from that. Oh, good defensive up air.
That was the cutest Thunder Jolt I've ever seen in my entire life.
Man.
And ooh, stuffed out again. You know, one thing that Boom has done really consistently is using that forward air just to deal with Kero's attempts at quick attacking away.
Ooh, the jabs to down tilt, unbelievable. And Boom goes high to trick him into going low, and that's just that ability and the genius of Boom.
These baits from Boom are proving very fatal for Kero.
Oh, wow.
Simple little up tilt combo. And you're right, see, Boom, he has all of the leads that he could possibly ask for here, but he's still so cautious when it comes to pulling the trigger.
Yeah, he's just not going to mess up no matter what the situation is. Oh, wow.
Ooh, wow, what a recovery. That was very strange.
Very, very nice. What he needed to do to recover there, but of course, Boom puts out that short hop nair. This will be a stock.
There you go. Kero actually on the board here.
So
but
Kero's down to his last 2 stocks of this tournament here.
Yeah, he still has to take off 2 stocks.
Oh, and he runs right into that up tilt, and I think he's clearly frustrated here.
Yeah, it feels almost like he's trying to brute force it.
Yeah, he's given up on the patience. He's frustrated, I think, and you know he's looking to get in and do something. And maybe he knew there, so he's just kind of trying to calm himself down. But oh, that roll was unintentional. That was supposed to be a flat drop.
Kero at his last stock, maybe his last stock of this tournament.
Let's see if he could turn it on for a little while here.
He's going to need a miracle of miracles. He's going to need to feed 100,000 people. 10,000 will not cut it at this point.
Yeah. Man, and that efficiency, it's just sometimes so hard to watch when Boom, like in a grand finals, you just see that, oh, look at that. And that angles that to keep him there and break that shield.
Setting up for that final cutter. But whoa, mixing it up.
Mix it up for us.
A little bit of a flare might actually cost Boom a stock here.
The crowd is laughing.
Is that Neptune in the background dancing for no reason? Hell yeah, it is.
And Kero will take a stock there. Good job edge guarding. It would have been really bad if you let. Oh wow, and he goes for the stud still.
Boom's definitely comfortable at this point. He's very comfortable. But
and Kero whips that punish.
Still ready to make up for it. Gets the
Look
thunder.
at that. That was beautiful.
Wow.
Instead of trying some more up airs or something else.
He's starting to find a little bit of tempo.
He's starting to feel it. Boom makes a mistake, lets him take some stocks. And Kero getting a little, saying like, all right, you know what? You want to mess around with me? I'm pretty darn good at this game too.
You know, I'm pretty sure both of our mothers always taught us, don't play with your food.
Yep.
So that's kind of what Boom's doing right now. And don't get me wrong, Boom may be the second best player in the world, but Kero is still a threat regardless of who he's playing against.
Yeah, and you see there's some, whoa.
Man, just look at the space between these two. The nair colliding right on Kero, who's forced to recover high there after that down tilt from Boom. I can understand the down tilt coverage option from Boom as well. You know, Kero has had this tendency to go ahead and go straight for the ledge, but it's good to see that Kero still has some recovery mix-ups left in the tank.
Woo! Oh man, and Boom had maybe an opportunity there. Oh man,
so close. Spacing right around that downer attempt. Man, if that was closer, he would have been aided by that platform. That certainly would have been the game.
Yeah, yep. And Kero really committed to that short hop down air, and Boom knew it was coming, stays right out of the way, and gets that throw. Oh wow, I'm surprised Boom didn't drop through there. That's it.
That's gotta be it. Kirby on that top platform can be so daunting. You just saw how explosive the movement can be.
Oh,
and he's able to just drop down so
fast.
He gets the grab, and it's just what he needs to go ahead and seal off Grand Finals. Fantastic showing from everyone that was here. But unsurprisingly, SuPeRbOoMfAn going to be your champion at Hitstun 3.
Yep, and KeroKeroppi in second place. As many of us expected, we almost saw an upset there with Bark. Bark at least, you know, possibly upsetting Fire Blaster. You know, if you can call it an upset, Bark, an unbelievable player now at this point. You know, probably the player of the year in terms of improvement. But we still see SuPeRbOoMfAn just dominant at this game. Just leagues above anyone else here at this tournament. So, you know, this really leads us to the next big one. You know, Genesis is going to have some players there from Japan. Isaiah is going to be there. Do you think Isaiah being out of practice and Japan, I mean, who is the front runner now?
I'm a big Isaiah fanboy. What can I say? And I've always
Can't
been
blame me for that.
Such an Isaiah fanboy. And I think that even though he may not have picked up the controller in a minute from a tournament standpoint, I'm sure he's still probably grinding it out online. And you know that just his familiarity with all the situations that can arise in the game, that never goes away. That part of the game itself is just like riding a bike, and it's all about whether or not Isaiah, I think, is warm enough to really execute.
Yeah, but Boom not being too far behind in previous, previously people would have said Boom is pretty close. But Boom has just been going to all these tournaments. His extensive knowledge is just growing, and we see, in so many matchups, he just knows exactly what to do in so many scenarios. So I don't know. This is it's going to be really exciting. I'm sad I'm going to miss it, but yeah, it's been a pleasure commentating with you. This has been one of the best tournaments I've ever been to.
Yeah, man. I'm so happy to hear that, man. I really am. We're definitely planning a lot more tournaments for the 64 scene in the DFW area. And especially if the turnout continues to grow like it has been, then we can expect some really nice prize pools next time as well.
Nice.
So, yeah.